When we are talking about classes, objects, and methods, we have to understand that one class could have 1, 2, 3, 4, or more different elements depending on what you need. The basic part of declaring a class are the modifier, in this case it is public, the reserved word class, the name of the class, and the braces. You can define a class with these minimal elements. If you need to extend from another class, in other words, you need to form part of a superclass. You have to use the reserved word extends followed by the superclass name. In this example, my superclass. Maybe you need to implement some interfaces. Then you have to add the word implements followed by the list of interfaces that you need. This list is a comma separated list for the implement section. Let's use another color. Here we have the implements word followed by the interface. In this example, my interface. If there were more interfaces, you'll have to put a comma after the name of each one. What does the body of a class have? Inside the body, you can have three different things: fields, constructors, and methods. I use a double slash to represent a comment. Everything that starts with double slash is ignored by the compiler. The use of fields, constructors, or methods is very common in classes. So again, the access modifier, the reserved word class, the name of the class, the extends word, and the name of the superclass if you are extending from a superclass. If you also implement some interface, you have to use the implements word followed by the name of the interface. If you are using more interfaces, remember to use comma to separate each interface name. Important, you can only extend from one class. The class body is declared inside braces. Inside, you can declare fields, constructors, and methods. The fields are the attributes of the class. The constructors are different ways to create an object of this class. Inside constructions, you can initialize your class fields, and the methods are our class behaviors. We can see another example in this part of the board. First, let's see the header public class or extends vehicle. Here we are not implementing any interface, so we are not using the keyword implements. Here is the body. We have a public method, and as you can see, this class has no fields. You might notice that we don't have a constructor. This is valid because by default, Java provides an empty constructor, in this case, public car. Okay, to have a car object, it is necessary to implement this class and create an instance of it. With a car object, we can use the method operate. You can see that this method is being declared using the keyword public and with a return type double. Remember that in the return section, you can put all the primitive and complex types or the reserved word void. So if you need to return a value, you have to put the type and if you don't, you have to put void. In the header of this method, in parentheses, we find the method parameters. In this case, double operator 1 and double operator 2, like fields. You declare your parameter with a type and a name for each one. Remember that each parameter should be separated by a comma, and you can put as many as you like, but try not to put a lot. This will help when calling the method. The method body is the place where you put all the logic statements and the return statement. If the method is returning some value, the return type should match the type defined in the return section. In this case, double. For this example, I returned the operator 1 multiplied by operator 2. We have the braces that close the declaration of the method. And we have the braces that close the declaration of the class. This is a good example on how to declare a class. In this example, you can add the fields in the first part of the class. Sometimes you might ask, can I put the declaration of the constructors, methods, or the fields in different order? The answer is yes. But you have to follow some conventions to ensure that other people that need to maintain your code really understand where is the field, where is the constructor, and where is the method section. A good practice is to put first all your attributes, then your constructors, and finally all your methods. In the next videos, we will look at some examples on how we use classes and their instances. And we will see how we can use their methods, okay?